Hi, I'm Kayla Senpai, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fold some simple origami. So today I'm going to teach three different things. So I'm going to teach you how to fold a dog, but like just the head, so the head of a dog. I'm going to teach you how to fold a fish, and I'm going to teach you how to fold a crane. So I'm going to start off with the dog because that's the easiest one. So this is what it's kind of going to look like. Um, Obviously, you don't have to draw a face on it, but I did. So this is what it could look like. And yeah, so I'll just show you how to do that. So first, you're going to get a square piece of origami paper. It doesn't matter what size, it's just origami paper. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, and it should be with the color on the outside. Or you could make it white. It doesn't matter, but I like it when the color's on the outside. So you're going to have this, and then you're going to fold it in half like a triangle, like this. And then you're going to crease it. And yeah, so it will look like this, right? So folded in half like a triangle. Okay, so then what you're going to do is these two edges are going to make the ears. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold them down like this. And you're going to do that for both sides. And try to make them relatively even. Okay, and then crease them so they stay in place. And this is what it's going to look like so far, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom part and then fold it back like this. Oh, sorry, I should show you. Like this. And then try to keep the edges aligned, but if they're a little bit off, it's okay. So they're going to try to make it even as possible. Okay, so then it's gonna look like this. That's the back of the dog. This is the front. So at this point, this is when I just drew a face on it because that's what I thought it would look interesting to do. But if you want to actually make like a face with the origami paper, then you're going to do this step too. So you're going to take the back, and so you're going to separate the two. So there's one flap here, one flap here. Leave this flap alone. And then you're going to take this one and you're going to fold it forward on the crease because there's a crease from when you creased it. And then you're going to fold it forward like this. Okay, and then that's kind of a little small, like the the snout or the muzzle. I don't know what you call it, the face part of the dog. And then you're going to take a little piece and then just fold it forward so it's kind of a nose. And oh, it's crooked. That's not good. And then okay, it's even now. So then it will kind of look like this. My dog has a small muzzle, which I don't know. I'm okay with it, but if you want to make it bigger, then you're just gonna fold it higher up, and then it'll be more proportionate. Um, and then, yeah, that's it for the dog. I'm gonna draw a face on it though, because I like drawing faces on stuff. So, okay, alright, this is my finished product. Oh, it's not super even, but it's okay. It's happy. Yeah, good. Okay, that's it for the dog. Alright, so then next I'm going to show you how to fold a fish, because Medakan no Gakko, we are the school of the kill fish. Yeah, so, okay, here's my fish. And it's harder than the dog because the dog was just you fold a triangle and fold the triangles down. So you might need to ask if you need help. You might need to ask your parents. But this is what it looks like. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So it if you know how to fold a samurai like helmet, it's basically the same thing, but there's like a couple steps at the end. Um, but if you don't, I guess I'll show you how to do that too. Um, okay, so first you're going to start off with another square piece of origami paper. And yeah, so if you want the color to show, the color needs to be on the outside. So you're going to fold it like a triangle with the color on the outside. and it's going to try to make it as even as possible, and then you're going to crease it. Okay. All right, so you've got your triangle folded, and then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it upside, well, you don't have to flip it upside down, I think it's better that way. So you're going to flip it upside down like this, kind of like the dog, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take these two edges and you're going to fold them to this point here, so it makes like a square. And then, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay, let me, my apologies, it's backwards for me, so I can't see what I'm doing as well. Okay, so it's going to be like this. And you're going to crease it, and you're going to do the same for this side. And it should look like this. Yeah, it's the goal is to have it so there's like no space in between here. I do have a little bit of a space, which is okay. It'll still work. It's just probably better if it's complete, like they're all touching all the way down. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is, so you see that there are two flaps here. You have two flaps here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take these two flaps and then fold them up a little bit. So here I will show you. So you're gonna take this one, and then you're just gonna fold it up so it touches the top, but not all the way. So it's gonna be just like this, and you're gonna crease it, and yeah, so it makes like a triangle. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This part touches the top now. Yeah, and you're gonna do the same for the other side. So you're just gonna fold it up, just like this, and I gotta fix that. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna fold it like this, and then you're going to crease it down. Okay. So you have your crease. Not your crease. You have your two small triangles and one big triangle at the bottom. Okay. Then what you're gonna do is now you have these two flaps at the top. This like flap 1, flap 2. So you're gonna take this one first, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to fold it out just a little bit, not all the way. Fold it out like this, so it kind of looks like this. This is what's going to make like the fin later of the fish. So yeah. Okay, so you have that. You're going to do it to the other side and try to make them as even as possible. Otherwise, you're just going to have an uneven fish, but you know, that's cool too. You know, whatever works. It's just probably better if it's even. Or you could have like a Nemo fish with the and I don't know. Anyways, try to make them as even as possible. So it's going to look like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take, so now you have this. It looks like this. Cool. So you have these two bottom flaps. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this flap and you're going to fold it up. Not all the way. You're not going to fold it up all the way, just a little bit. So maybe what I did last time is I folded it maybe around to, so it was in line with these two, the fins. So you're going to fold it here, and then you're going to crease it right here. Notice that, I don't know if you can see, there is like there's a part, it's not all the way up, and that's for a reason. So now, because it's not all the way, like you have a little bit of room here between this and this, well, maybe out here. There's a crease here, and it shouldn't be up here, it should be right there. Okay, now what you're going to do, since you have this part, you're going to take it, and you're going to fold it as far up as it will go without making the origami not look as nice. So it will look like this. And yeah, it's fine. I think I might have folded this, I'll just show it again. I folded up the first flap wrong. I didn't fold it. I folded it up too high. My apologies. You're actually going to fold it maybe a little bit lower, so you have more room for the bottom thing. So maybe like here is better, I think. Yeah, here is better. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, crease it here, and then you're going to do that thing. Really, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it's as long as there's a little bit to fold up, it's okay. It's just my personal preference to have like a little bit more. Um, uh, okay, so you're gonna fold this part up, and it should look like this, or something like this. The triangle should be a little bit more straight than mine, but it's okay. Then what you're going to do is you're gonna flip it so you see the back side and see how it's blank. I mean, there's like no folds or anything. There shouldn't be. And then you're going to take this flap and you're just going to fold it up. So it's like this. And it is like a triangle, right? So the back should be white. And this is what the back should look like. It should be, folded up. And then this is what the front will look like. Kind of. Yeah, alright, cool. So this is, I guess, how you make the samurai helmet. That's not what I'm making though, so I'm going to continue. So then what you're going to do is notice that there is like a little pocket in here, this pocket. So what you want to do is you're going to take it and you're going to put your fingers in the pocket like this, and then you're just going to open it up, and then maybe it's better if I show you like this. You're going to open it up, and then you're going to fold it down very carefully, and then you have the beginnings of your fish. So mine's upside down, my apologies. So this is what it kind of looks like. I'm not done yet though. I gotta make like the tail or else it can't swim, and then, fish need to swim, so make a tail. So what you're going to do is to make the tail, you're going to need some scissors. Be careful with the scissors. Don't cut yourself. That won't be good. So you're gonna have to cut this part of the fish. So don't cut it all the way up or else the tail will fall off and then your fish doesn't have a tail, which is not good. So you're gonna cut it maybe 2/3 of the way. So maybe to where my finger is. Cut to there. Okay, so, and since there are two different flaps, flap 1, flap 2, you need to cut both of those the same distance though, or else the fish will be lopsided and it's hard for lopsided fish to swim. So, okay, so what you're gonna do is oh, I should maybe show, I'm not left-handed, so, sorry, it's gonna be a little bit off. Here, let me, okay, so that's about 2/3 of the way. You have, I didn't cut on the line, but try to cut on the line. So here's part 1, and then you're gonna do the same for the other side. And try to cut them to the same point. So let me get this in there, and then you're gonna cut to the same point-ish. Okay, I think they're even. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this one a little bit more. Okay, cool. So you have this, there's 2 flaps now. 2 flaps, oops, sorry, 2 flaps. Flap 1, flap 2. This part's a little bit tricky. I'm not very good at it also. So if you need help, maybe ask your parents or your older sibling, or you could just try to figure it out on your own. Anyway, so what you're going to do is, without tearing this anymore, very carefully, you're going to take this top part and you're going to flip it over like this. And here, let's see. Okay, and you're going to keep kind of pushing it, and then till kind of try to make it look like a tail as much as possible, and it should end up looking kind of like this. And yeah, here is your fish. This is what it should end up looking like. Yeah, and cool, that's it. And now that you have your fish, I'm just going to draw some eyeballs, because it's good to have eyeballs. Okay, here is your fish, and he looks like this. So yeah, that's the fish. And I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to show you how to make a crane, because it's good to know how to make an origami crane. So yeah, this is what it's going to end up looking like though. I did not draw eyes on the crane though, because I don't have a thin pen. But it's okay. He has a head, so it works out. Okay, this is probably the hardest one. So if, yeah, just it's the hardest one. Just be careful. So first what you're going to do, similar with the other two, you're going to fold it in half with the color on the outside like a triangle. You're going to crease it. Then you are going to, once you make sure it's creased, like this, then you're going to unfold it. Then you are going to, so now you have this line, which is good. Then you're going to take, so it's like this, you're going to flip it, and then you are going to fold it in half like a triangle again. And you are going to crease it on the line, hopefully try to line up the edges. Okay, then you are going to unfold it. And now you have these lines that run to the edges. Okay, now you're going to fold it, so you're going to flip it like this, and you are going to fold it in half. I think like a hot, is it a hot dog or a hamburger? You're going to fold it in half, not a triangle though. It's going to be a rectangle now. But yeah, so it should be like this. So I guess I would call it a hot dog because it's like either a hot dog or hamburger, I don't know. It looks like this. And then you're going to unfold it. And then, so now you have these lines. Then you're going to take it like this, and you are going to fold it down again. And so you try to line up everything. Okay, this is what it should look like. And once again, you are going to unfold it. So now you have all of these lovely lines that will help you later on. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it back like this, like a diamond, I guess. And then you're going to fold it in half again. On the line, though. Don't make any new lines, because that's just going to get confusing. But it is, once again, like a triangle. So now what you are going to do is you are going to fold these two flaps down, like with this, not the hat, the fish, sorry. Like with the fish, you are going to take these two edges and you are going to fold them down. And try to keep everything lined up or else it gets a little bit messy. Okay, cool. This is what it looks like. Very similar to the other one. Or actually, did I do that wrong? I did do that wrong. My apologies. I did that wrong. I got confused. What you're going to do is, you're not going to do that. I'm sorry. I made too many fish this morning and I got confused. That's not how you do a crane. Sorry. So you're back to the triangle. You're back to the triangle. What you're going to do is you are going to take, there's like a flap here, and you are going to fold it. I should show you. Fold it down kind of like this. You're going to try to make a square. So it goes from here to here. Yes. And it looks like this. So I don't know if you can see. That's what it looks like. Okay, now you have this flap. You're going to do the same thing. And you are going to, oops, you're going to fold it down. Awesome. Okay. Sorry about that. This is what it's supposed to look like. It should be like this. There's a flap at the bottom, and it's no flap at the top. Okay, this is what you have so far. So, once you get to this point, you're going to keep this open flap thing at the bottom, or else you're going to get confused, and that's not fun. So, what you're going to do now is you're going to take, you see there's four flaps. There's 1, 2, and then 3, 4. You're going to take the first flap, this one, and you are going to fold it, and you see that there's, I don't know if you can see, there's like a line here from where you folded it in the beginning. You're going to take this flap and fold it to the line. Do not fold over the line, do not fold, not over the line, fold it to the line or else it's not going to work as well. Okay, so it is there. And it's relatively, not relative, it is on the line. I think it's on the line. It's okay. So here, it's on the line, and then that's one flap down. So then you're going to take flap number 2, this one, and you're going to fold it so it meets up with the first flap, like this. Okay. There we go. and try to make it so there's no space, but they're touching each other and it's all good. I'm just gonna fix it a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like so far. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip it over, and remember, this flap is still at the bottom. It's closed at the top, open at the bottom. Kind of like, yeah, whatever. Okay, then you're gonna take, so you have, once again, this is flap 3, flap 4. You're gonna take flap 3, and you see that, I don't know if you can see, there's a line right here. You're gonna fold it to the line again. So basically doing the same thing as with the other side. And what you're gonna do, here you go. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, and you're gonna do the same with the other side. You're gonna make them touch. So here we go. Yes, that's what it looks like. Okay, and then I think it's easier. It's good to do this step. Some people skip it. I don't like to skip it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this top part and you're going to fold it down just a little bit. Don't crease these lines, just a little bit. And then so it looks kind of like this, and then you can see on the other side, this is what it looks like. You don't mess with the other folds. And then you're going to fold it up. So now you have a crease here, which makes it easier to do this step. So what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, and then there's going to be a little flap here, and you're going to just fold it up like this. A little bit hard to see. This might be hard for you to see. It looks like this. You're going to fold it up, and then you're going to, kind of in the same motion, you're going to take these two sides and fold them down so they look like this. Okay, cool. This is what it kind of will look like. Alright, this is side 1. Then you're going to flip it over because side 2 still looks like this. Again, I would fold this thing down because it makes it easier to do that. So make sure not to crease anything. Okay, or make sure to crease stuff. Don't fold these though. Okay. Then you're going to take these, open them up again, and you're going to flip them up. It's got stuck, sorry. You're going to fold these two up, and then you're going to fold them down. Sorry. Fold them down like this. Okay. And it should look like this. Okay? So you have side 1, side 2, and then you got this weird flap thing in the middle. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure this flap thing, this like opening, is here, like this. It's going to look like this. Then what you're going to do is, so there are 4, once again, you have 4 flaps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're going to take flap 1, which is this guy. Don't take this one, just him. And you're going to fold it to the middle. So it should look like it goes from here and then here. And then if you look, there's going to be kind of like this fancy guy here, which that's part of the crane. Okay, then you're going to do the same with this side. So you're going to take it and once again fold it to the middle. And it should look like this. So now you have 2 of these guys. Then you are going to flip it over and fold it to the middle. Cool. Alright, you have that. And then you're going to take this guy and you're going to fold him to the middle like this. And make sure once you have everything folded to the middle, you're going to want to crease everything and kind of like flatten it out, because when it's kind of poofy, it's harder to work with. Okay, so here you go. This is what's going to look like, kind of. Okay, and you still have this guy in the middle. So it's kind of like legs. But yeah, make sure you're facing forward, because if you're facing the side, it's harder to work with. Okay. Now what you're going to do is, okay, so the legs are here, and you have 4 flaps again. You're going to take flap 1 and flap 2, and they are going to meet each other in the middle like this. Okay? So flap 1, flap 2, kind of like they're in the middle. Alright, so you have this flap 3, flap 4. Once again, you're going to do the same thing. Gonna meet in the middle. Okay, so now it looks like this. This is what it should look like. And now your legs are at the top. Okay, so what you're going to do is, now you have these two at the bottom also. So you're going to take this guy and you're going to fold him up as straight as possible and up here, and then you're going to crease it so it's it'll stay there. And this is what he looks like. And you're gonna flip him over, and you're gonna take this guy, and you're also going to fold him up and crease the bottom. Okay. And so now you have this. What you're gonna do is very, very carefully, you're going to take these out. Also, once again, there are 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna take 1 and 2, and you're gonna carefully, carefully fold it in half, and try not to mess with this thing. Okay, this is what it looks like. All right, now you're gonna flip it over again, and you're going to take 3 and 4 and carefully, carefully fold them like this. So this is what it should kind of look like this 1 and 2. And now you have, this is the wing, and you're gonna just open them up like this, and there he is. Yeah, and then you're just gonna pick one to be the head, or else it doesn't have a head, which isn't fun. So here you go, just fold it down, there it is, and that's the crane, and that is it. Alright, goodbye.